Good morning, everyone. Oh, got something going on in the background here. Hang on just a second, guys. Some kind of noise. Got it. Wow, I hit broadcast and I had something else going on my computer. Apologize for that, you guys. Good morning. This is live. This is me. I'm a trader. I'm not a news broadcaster or anything. Just going to share my thoughts with you. But this is Vance out of Seattle, Washington, and welcome to my morning Forex show. I took my time to get here this morning because, when I first showed up, the setup had already come and gone. So I thought I'd take a look around and, just take a little more time. Be sure to write to me if you have a question. I'm pretty easy to find. I do these brief shows each morning. If you want to know when the show will air and, basically what I'm going to cover, you can follow me on Twitter. Just go to Twitter and search Forex Art of War. I also wanted to point out you can also download my my free books right here on the right. Some of you coming from YouTube are looking for 8 things, and but the first battle, these are tens of thousands of downloads, so people really have enjoyed these. So do take a look at, do get those. All right, in fundamentals this morning, the U.S. is leading airstrikes in Syria. This would have probably, like I commented yesterday, this would probably give a little strength to the dollar as risk aversion strategies are applied. We did have some fundamental high impact data that came out around the U.S. Open. That was about a half hour ago, but that's come and gone. We did get a few setups, and I'll show you those. And sentiment remains long-term, not this week, next week, but long-term bearish for the euro and undecided for the pound. I did want to show you real quick. I made a post yesterday just to show you, I don't do this all the time, but you can see here, pound USD currently in pullback. And if I was to click on that, and this I posted in, I do everything in real time, or as close to real time as I can anyway. And so price was literally sitting right, by the time I made the post, price had moved up here. So I was pointing out that we had a trend advance and a pullback in progress. And so I'll show you that one first. We'll go over to here. That was right here. That was this move right here. And is that right? Yeah, I think so. That was a 30-minute, but I'm going to drop down to a 5-minute here. And first of all, we want to look at the range of advance. The range of advance was about 30. Price was, pulling back in here. You know what? I want to make sure I got the right post. I'm too far over. I apologize. Let me get over here. It was right here. So here's when I made that post. And so it was pulling back here when I posted the picture. It ends up pulling back just a little over 76.4 and then eventually makes its way down. So I did point out that was close to, London close. It was the setup started to come about 15 minutes before London close. And so probably some of this movement altogether was just these traders in a sell position pulling off profits, but it didn't change the sentiment and what was happening. So there was a trade there. All right, so moving out, let's go over to present time. So again, 30-minute chart showing a pretty strong trend. Let's just take a look at that. It's about 100 right now, and that's pretty typical for the pound. Its average is 90 to 100 in terms of what we can expect on any given day. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this area here where it dropped close to Euro Open this morning. We'll take a close look at that. And the first setup comes right here. It's a move of about 31 pips. And for those of you who don't know how I draw these, there's very specific rules showing you when basically sellers are taking new ground here. And there's specific rules that you need to learn. And it'll tell you when they're taking new ground, when they have a real advantage, and how strong that advantage is. And that's called my new wave Fibonacci technique. Right there on forexartofwar.com, pinned to the top, you can find a video called Master the Fibonacci. So you see this pull goes down, pulls back to almost 76.4, makes a second push, And then there's another move right here that begins right in this area, moves about 23 pips, also pulls back to 76.4 and makes a second push. So those were the couple of setups that came this morning very early. So really this one happened right as London was opening. This one was very late Asian session. And then since then, it's just gone sideways, and it looks like we've got some correction, probably the high impact data push it up just a little bit more. So nothing there right now. It's just corrected, sitting there. We'll go back to 30-minute. So that's where we're sitting. There's nothing there. You'd have to actually see price move below here to take a look for another trade. Okay, or reverse and maybe get into if this trend reverses here, get into a trade, look for a push, pull back, second push before it gets there, and make sure the range is big enough. Of course, some of that's going to be limited here in the United States. I mean, if you don't, about the smallest stop you can have with our leverage of 51 on the pound is about 8 pips. You'll find that out if you're ever trading for real. Let's take a look at the euro. On the euro, let me zoom in on it 30-minute just a little bit. We had a bit of a drop this morning. There was one decent trade, and then it was moving pretty fast. Let me take a look. Yeah, there was one decent trade right here as price moves down, pulls back to between 38.2 and 50%, and then makes a second push. Now this, you'd have had to been here in real time watching. This move pretty quickly, and so when it's moving fast, you got to drop down to the 1 minute to look at the behavior. And remember, don't look at symbols. Look at the actual behavior. Behavior that we're looking for is when price makes a strong push, it'll pull back and it'll push again. Okay, and that's when this happens, that's the psychology that makes this happen. And so if that's already happened, there's nothing to trade. So as this moves down, it pulls back, makes a second push, too small to trade, pulls down, pushes down, makes a pullback, second push. And so these are all, like, if you look at this one, this is only 12 pips, and this one is only, what is that one? 9. So there's just not a lot there after that first trade. So going back to the 5, the trade was right here. So when it started right here, it was around, what time was that? That was 3:45, and the trade set up around 4 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so I want to show you guys just real quickly before I wrap up here. My goal is to give you guys really great value here and really help you have insights and follow the story that's going on in the market. But I just want to show you on forexartofwar.com, Victor's posting analysis just prior to London. And so high impact data, what to expect in terms of moves, and I'll write some information up on what I think is going on in the market in terms of fundamentals right here. And then there's trainings too. Like I have one posted right. Oh, it looks like it's gone right now. I'll have to go in and unpin some of these because we're only able to pin 5. But once I do this, you'll be able to see a training show here on how to master the Fibonacci tool. That's a technique I developed in 2007. It's the most accurate way for drawing the fib that you can use. It will really help you out a lot. I guarantee it. But that's it for now. You guys have a great one. I'll see you back here on Monday morning. Members, I'll see you guys in the live trading room in 20 minutes. Take care, everyone.